Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Hello everyone, good to see you. Welcome back to the coolest stuff on the planet. My name is Matthew, I'm a video editor and producer here at HowStuffWorks, and this is Rachel.
I'm an editor here at HowStuffWorks.com, and I get to hang out with Matt and talk about cool stuff.
Yes.
So today's adventure takes us back to Moscow, which you might remember from our previous episodes. We had a lot of fun with that one. But I'm really glad we're getting to revisit this topic because we left out one pretty cool thing about the city of Moscow, and that is the amazing metro.
Are you ready for this? Let's jump in. All right, we're here, Rachel. Whoa. Hold on. It feels pretty regal in here. Are you sure this is the right place?
Yeah.
This definitely doesn't feel like a subway station. Here, hold on, there's a sign over here. Let's go see what it says. Welcome to the Moscow Metro, the most ornately decorated public transportation system in the world. I guess we are in the right place.
Yeah?
Huh. This place is beautiful.
It's often compared to, or its stations are often compared to museums.
Mm-hmm.
So what might you see in one of these stations? Chandeliers, lots of chandeliers. Statues, relief work, mosaics, stained glass, and more.
Oh, yeah.
And these stations were built by the Soviets, so they were built to reflect Soviet ideals. And they're actually meant to be public palaces.
Yeah, they're even referred to as people's palaces. And one of the best examples is this place. This is Komsomolskaya Station. Sorry for the pronunciation if I said that incorrectly. But it was constructed in 1934, and it's one of the oldest stations in the system. And you can look at the chandeliers in here like you were talking about, and the archways going past, just the colors in here. It feels like a palace.
Yeah.
Feels like a king should be living here. Let's check out some of these statistics. So currently the metro is comprised of 12 lines that connect up to 180 stations. Just a huge network of stations and lines. It travels, get this, over 298 kilometers of track.
Wow.
That's huge. That's over 180 miles.
So this metro, which is very concentrated and has a lot of reach, is one of the busiest in the world. It sees an average of about, I think, 9 million passengers on an average weekday, which is pretty impressive.
Good God.
It's one of the busiest, if not the busiest, in Europe. And it's a really efficient system. Trains run, I think, every minute and a half.
What?
Yeah, so
if you're standing at a station, every minute and a half a train is coming by? Wow.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm just not even going to
Just thinking of my own public transportation adventures, and trains don't come every minute and a half
No,
here,
they certainly do not.
That would be awesome.
In spite of the metro's grandeur design and its massive infrastructure, it remains one of the most affordable subways in the world. For example, the current fare for a one-way ticket is 28 rubles. That converts to less than $1. Now let's compare that to Atlanta. Here in Atlanta, it costs $2 for a one-way ticket on our humble little 4-line cardinal direction only track. Let's think about that.
I think it's $2.25 actually.
Is it $2.25 now?
Yeah, it's gone up recently, so.
I haven't ridden in a while. Wow.
And compared to a lot of fares in the world, that's very low.
Oh, yeah.
Another amazingly cool thing about the Moscow Metro is the Metro dogs.
Oh, yes.
So Moscow is famous for, it has thousands of stray dogs. They're everywhere. And apparently some of them have learned to ride the subway.
Yeah.
So these dogs, and I think it's only, the article said maybe like 20 dogs have learned to do this. They'll come from the suburbs to the city center, which is where they beg and where they can get, more food. And then they'll go back to the suburbs at the end of the day. But the crazy thing, and I think I was reading this in a tree hugger article, but they can actually, these dogs can recognize the sound of the station name. So they know where to get off and they know where to get on. So now, Matt, aside from cool metro dogs, isn't there some conspiracy-related aspect to the Moscow Metro?
Oh, yes, there is, Rachel. It's called Metro 2, also known as D6. Now, this is really cool, Rachel. This was created way back when the original construction had occurred, back in 1934. Allegedly, there was an emergency evacuation route that was created parallel to some of the lines, and it was going to be used to help people escape from the Kremlin.
Oh.
The leaders helped them escape from the Kremlin. There's a lot of wishy-washy evidence here and there, so there's not much known about what it actually is. There are a lot of fake maps online that you can find that, supposedly say where it goes and where
it's
it is.
just a lot of kind of speculation.
Yeah, so you don't really know.
Conjecture.
I think we might be able to cover it on a different podcast.
That's a good idea, Matt. Another cool thing about this metro, kind of like the Parisian metro, the Moscow metro has these neat signs, which are kind of pretty distinctive to this system. They have these big red M's, and it just makes me think of, like, it's kind of cool for me to think about, like, the different markers of entrances and subways around the world. A lot of them have their own kind of...
They have a character.
They have their own character.
I like it a lot. Well, that's all, folks. This has been one of my favorite episodes of late. I like this one a lot. I think our producer, Casey, likes it too. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to know more about this, what should people do?
Well, they could probably head to our website, HowStuffWorks.com, and look up all sorts of stuff on Moscow. And Amanda, our Cool Stuff blogger, actually did a blog post a while back on the Metro dogs.
Oh, yes,
so if you want to learn a little bit more about that, check it out.
And
it's really good.
It's the cutest thing ever.
It is.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful today.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com and let us know what you think. Email travelpodcast@HowStuffWorks.com. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts, free on iTunes.